Hey, I'm Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called The Godkiller. Um, it's a bright sunny day. The snow has melted about 3/4 of the way through. And that's good because I did a really half-assed job shoveling snow off of my flat roof. But yeah, that wasn't that big of a deal in the first place. Anyways, enough about my life. Let's talk about my game. The Godkiller. What's going on with it? Okay. So, I create a service, and that service, that web service, receives level solutions when you play the game, and it just uploads them to that server. Now, the solutions, they look like this. They're just a bunch of letters that describe all the commands the player issued. And something like this, maybe like 30, 40, 50 letters in it. That's a complete description of the player's experience on that level. Or not, I shouldn't say the experience, but the things the player did that actually impacted what happened on their level. It's a complete expression of that. So I've got this nice compact format. There's no race conditions or timing issues or anything with it because the game is deterministic. And if you issue a certain set of commands, it doesn't matter if you press them fast or slow, it'll produce the same result. Or it should. It should. If it doesn't, then I might have a problem. So if I have a solution that was recorded in the past, it's on my server, and it represents everything you need to do to get through that level, I should be able to play it back later on and see the same result of completing the level occur. If it doesn't, then that means either could mean a number of things, but here's the things it could mean. It means I changed some game behavior in such a way that it introduced a bug, and therefore I need to fix the bug that I introduced that makes something no longer work the way it did before. Or it could mean that I changed the level, and the solution, we shouldn't expect it to work anymore because the level was changed. So if you issue the same commands in a different level, you'll get a different result, maybe, probably. Another thing is, I might have made a change to the game behavior which breaks the level solution. The level didn't change, but it's not a bad change, it's not a bug. It just means that the level solution should be redone. And that's it. It's going to be one of those three things. Fourth thing, there's some problem with my code that is related to uploading and playing back level solutions. Let's see, do I want to go through this whole level to demo what you can't even see? Because it's just hidden. It's hidden from your view. It's not a part of the actual game that will get released later. It's a feature that's only enabled in playtesting builds and actually compiles out all the code for talking to the servers and everything, compile out unless it's a playtesting build. So there's nothing to demo, really. It just works. I would complete this level and it would upload the solution. You wouldn't see anything different unless you go over to the server and you run a query, and then it would show you solutions have been uploaded. But I don't want to share the screen on the server side. It's just too much work to do it without giving away details of how people can hack into the server. And I just don't want to deal with that nonsense. I really don't. It just would be demoralizing to me to have myself hacked. I've done what I can to protect against it, but if somebody really wants to hack me and they just get real excited, they get a whole boner about, you know, messing up my life, it'll suck. That's the truth. So please, hackers, just leave me alone. I'm a indie developer. Got a lot of work to do. I'm trying to stay safe. You're not really proving much if you do happen to hack something that I put up. Okay. So what do I want to do today in the session today? I want to play the level solutions back. And I've already done variations of this. Like there's a thing here. Let's see. So if I just hit key D, no. D means something else now. I forgot. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Pit tower commands. It came through in the console log down beneath. Okay, so let's exit from here. Okay. Pit tower commands. So if I come back to this level, and I'll do that. I'll actually load that level into the editor. It is one of my favorite levels too. Let's see. The pit tower. Yeah, sure. Save it. Go ahead. Save it. Save it. It's a bad habit to have sentences that have a lengthy pause in the middle of them based on something that's going to take several seconds or longer to complete. It's really a bad habit. So I encourage you not to have that habit. It's a very unsatisfying thing for both the speaker and the listener. Command playback. Okay, so I'll just paste in these commands here and I'll hit the play button. And it should do some crazy shit right at the beginning. Unless I broke it. Man, that would suck if I broke it with all the changes I made. I haven't tested that in a while. I didn't break it, but I made it less fun to watch. Because what it actually did is it played back all the commands. I'll verify that by coming up north. Yeah, here's the block I knocked out. So, yeah. So a thing I did a while back was mid-level save and restore. And that makes so it plays back the commands really fast without showing them on the screen, which was a lot more fun to watch. It really was pretty fun to watch all the commands get played back as fast as the game could do it. But then I changed it so that if there are commands to execute like that, it will do them all inside of one frame update. It doesn't have like one frame per command as it did. It had multiple frames per command actually before. So it's much less fun to watch, but it's much more efficient too. And it's useful for things like restoring a game to the midpoint by just loading the level and then playing the commands back to get it to the right state. Yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of that feature. Okay, so I was trying to show off a little bit and have a big animated replay back of commands, but instead I just have another thing that isn't that good of a demo. But it's not about demoing. It's really not. It's about me finishing this game and getting stuff done in every session, making progress every single day. It's about finishing the game. So let's take the command playback out and let's start getting to work thinking about how this replay suite is going to work. That's what I'm calling this whole thing. There's going to be multiple solutions that are replayed, and it'll be part of a whole test suite. Oh, the other thing I wanted to give a shout out to Cicada. The solution Cicada came up with was quite good. We kind of talked through it last night, and it was use a unique identifier off of the machine configuration to store the information with. So I don't have to create usernames and passwords for people and like that. I just let their access token be the machine ID, and it seems to be pretty good for now. I may upgrade it later, particularly if I have any hint of security problems. But for the moment, it's an elegant and simple solution, and it works. Okay. So what are the requirements for my replay suite? Playback. Kind of warm in here. Oh, I know why it's warm, because I just took a shower. That's why. I'm always warm after a shower. Last thing was if level changed, automatically discard. I'll say exclude for now. Exclude playback of solutions for older levels. Let's say instead easy way. Then I'll try to come up with something automatic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be automatic. Alright, then I'll write nice to have would be can be run from Unity Cloud Build. That would be pretty nice. Because then what I would do is, without tying up my development machine, I would just say, Unity, just make a new build and run through all of the level solutions, and I don't care if it takes you hours to do it. Doesn't matter to me. It's not tying up my machine. Just go do it. Just go do it. Report back when you're done. All right. There's a lot there. I'll probably try to MVP this so I don't have to do it all at once. Thinking the best way to initiate it. Some things I think I'll end up. Yeah, all right. Okay, when level loads. Just too warm. Gotta cool it off in here. Might hear a few airplane noises and dog barking just for a little bit while I got the window open. Checks environment vars or properties for what scope of test run should be. So in the editor, I could go over to the inspector and I could set some variables and say I want to load this level. some ways this isn't that good. But it's okay, it's okay. This is my first solution, so I'll finish typing this out and then I'll think of my second solution, which is already in my mind competing with the first one. Okay. It could be a little bit different. It could be public and per frame delay. Per step delay. Time per step. Step interval. Set to 0 for okay. Number 2. Initiate testing with menu. Options are I've got some code too that goes from it goes from one level to the next and runs some code on each level. So that I can reuse to test everything. Yeah, I could make this a little bit simpler to match what my actual use would be too. Yeah. Replay. Okay, do I have an easy way to just ask user for some text in a dialog box? Yeah. Yeah, I basically make one of these. Be nice if there was one just built in, but it doesn't look too hard to make one. All right. I'll use that old Windows convention. Ellipsis means it'll ask you something else. Okay. I'm gonna go look at the batch run code. So I'm getting why this works now. It works because It's a static function. It's not associated with any scene object. So you do have to be careful if I do something like this not to include any objects that will unload with the scene that are dependent upon. There's no there's no mono behavior here that I could use to run state machine checking stuff. That's a little bit hard, but I could have that state handling be in an object that loads with the scene, or I could use the bootable object, which will stay loaded between scenes. I think I need something that's like a combination of 1 and 2. So let's say replay manager bootable yeah, okay, I think I got it. So the structure of it is that we have a list of all the solutions that are going to be enqueued. Maybe I just load them all in to start, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm imagining like, let's see, add solutions for level. Let's see, for This might be an okay starting point, not to try to do the all solutions for all the levels thing to begin with, but just make sure there's a way to get to it. Because if I get this working just for one scene at a time, it's going to be easier to start with. About replay solutions for active scene. Clear replays. Or we could say stop replays. Replay queue. Okay, so along with that, if replay manager set the update delegate to replay. Okay, update delegate will follow pattern mid-game restore and play through commands. So it's one other thing I'm thinking about. So I already have to reload the level each time that I want to play back a new solution. So Replay Manager should be able to also initiate level loading. Let me check these level solutions. What did I put in there? Do I have scene name? I don't, but I could add scene name. That wouldn't be that hard. If that were the case, then this queue can have any number of level solutions in it, and they can be referencing multiple scenes. And the replay manager will just be responsible for loading in the right scene based on the scene name that's in the level solution. I think this is going to be the one. For this session, let me see if I can get some part of this to work. Take out number 1. This stuff here is just going to be back end, I think. Let me take this out for now. I don't think either of these will be hard. Worst case, I can just put a disabled flag on the table and just manually set it. But I'll try to do something nicer. Like in my pre-processing, I could save the date of the scene. I think that's something I can get. Let me check that. I mean, worst case, I just put in my own game object for tracking a version of a scene. I can have the preprocessor updated automatically. Anyways, I feel like this is a solvable problem, and it does not need to influence this other stuff I need to do. So let's just take this out for now. And this one, I feel pretty confident there can be something in Replay Manager when it starts up that it receives some environment variables from the build. And if those environment variables are present, it's going to do a run. So the hard part about using Unity Cloud Build will be the black box stuff about it. Like, okay, so you're going to run the game on a machine, and I don't know what platform that's on. Are you have a Windows machine available? You have a Mac machine? How does that work? Does it need some special headless mode? I did see stuff about running test automation. I'm just not really sure. Let me see. Okay. This is not Unity Cloud Build. Okay, but maybe. No. I don't think this will work in Unity. I think this unit test thing will work in Unity Cloud Build, but I don't think we get like full Selenium style, as the original poster puts it, test automation with UI inside of Unity Cloud Build. end to end. Yeah, see, I don't even see Unity Cloud Build on this page, so. Let's try it. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I should be thinking about doing this at all. No, man. It's not that I want to run unit tests. I want to run my test suite, the one that does end to end. Also, it occurs to me I don't know if you're male or female, so I've been shooting out man to you, and I have no idea. Male. Okay, cool. No man. So, if there was a nice way for me to have like my solutions, that's right. I've heard like dude thrown out there too. It's kind of almost ironic. I'm guessing you can run unit tests, but I don't think you can run like a full instance of yeah, you could do that. Then I have to set up my own server to respond to the webhook notifications, and at that point it's sort of, I don't know, it's a real project. You got everything set up on Unity Cloud Build. So if there's an easy way to just be able to say, go run all the level solutions, all 1,000 of them, see if they work, give me a report when you're done, I would do it. If not, I'll just set it up on a machine over here and run it there. And it's kind of looking that way because I haven't seen anything about end-to-end testing. I'll take one more look here. First off, Unity Cloud Build. Okay, you got that. Yeah. Unity Simulator Tool. Okay. That's kind of cool. Oh. Okay, that's not using Unity Cloud Build to run the test automation. That's fine. I don't think they've got it. I haven't seen it. And then you just said something which is another kind of nail in the coffin. So if they've got it, if it's actually on UCB and not many people are using it, there'll be some issues with it. You know, it would be like a big hassle for me to figure out. I would be out on my own. So I'm going to let that idea die for now and just run my test local. All right. Oh, ba-da. All right, so on this session, I think I'll get this replay manager thing going. I think, I'll just, for this session, get it so it plays back at least one solution, but maybe I won't do the scene loading stuff. We'll see what I got time for. That's right. It is important. Yeah. So we got those solutions. They're going off to that service. They're getting stored. That thing that we worked through yesterday about just using a device ID, that works excellent. You know, I erred on the side of permissiveness there and just said, okay, if you've got a unique device ID and you upload something, we'll go ahead and take your solution. And then if I have to change it later on to make it so that each device ID is manually approved or whitelisted, I can do that, no problem. So this is the other side of it. Just pull it back in. I've got the networking code working for that. I'm just writing the code that actually replays it after it gets pulled in. So we'll do, yeah, I might as well just copy and paste this over. Some state in here. I should probably switch to a queue. Yeah, let's make it a queue. I mean, it's right in the name. Okay. Let's see, replay queue. Pop. What is it? DQ. All right. What's your reason for that? Let's make this be a little solution. This is edit time code. I don't care about performance. I like the push and pop on it. It'll work. It'll work. Let's see. Okay, so string. Okay, scene. You know what I could do? And when I get to that point, I could come over here and just change it to list. There you go. I got momentum, man. I'm not going to just change it. It's going to work. I know it's going to work. All right. Let's see. Net data. I have been distrustful about like, I don't know why exactly. I mean, I suspected stuff like that. Anything where, like, the original class, yeah, exactly. But whenever somebody says, okay, the original class didn't implement this, but there's another one, just throw it on top of it, and suddenly the original class will have all of its, all these extra capabilities. I'm like, I don't know. Sounds kind of tack on, but I don't know much about it. Every once in a while, I think I've used it, but for the most part, avoid using it. Let's see, net data. Yeah, I feel like when I started Unity development, somebody should have just screamed at me about the garbage collection stuff, because like I wrote so much code that didn't use the right data structures to begin with to avoid it. I just, like, it should be like in the installer, right after you get done installing, it should bring up a message that says, warning, you will waste weeks of your time. Or if I type new inside the IDE, the linting should just say, warning, you're about to fuck up. I heard about the incremental garbage collection feature. I will try it out, but I'm not going to be a goddamn guinea pig over it. It's like, it's shown as experimental. I don't want to even touch it if it has that word associated with it. But at some point, I imagine it won't be experimental, then I'll just try it out. Then they should not call it experimental then, should they? Some product manager someplace should say we've left the experimental phase. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Well, maybe it's time for me to... But you know what? When they announced the 2020 LTS, I'll grab the 2020 LTS, and if it's on that, I'll use it. Boy, I just make a lot of really confident statements as if it's just settled for all space and time. But, yeah. All right, so let's see. We need something for... Well, is loading. Solutions. I was wondering about that, because I do have some code that has structs. I'm doing like new CRH And I was thinking like maybe I should change that, but then like there's also like you're saying like let's take a concrete case we all know. Vector 3. V equals new vector 3 1 2 3. This does not yeah, I know vector 3 is a struct. So okay. That seems improbable. I'll explain why. Okay, so this is pretty easy to say. This could be this could be declared on the stack. Okay. Okay, suppose I create an array of structs. So if I say this is going to be heap, right? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is like because eventually you could have some dynamic value here, and then there's no way that you could be guaranteed that the compiler could put that all on the stack. But one, yeah, the compiler could just use stack for that. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now I'd have to be careful not to go beyond the stack size. Yeah. All right. Let me not get too sidetracked by all this. This is actually very interesting, but I want to make sure I get this done in this session. Let's see. Okay. So we'll say is loading solutions equals true. This has to be kept someplace. Okay, level solution. Well, I'm being pleasantly distracted with interesting information. I'll say that. Like if you were just telling me about what TV show you watched last night, it would be less useful. Although maybe that's a good thing to talk about too. I don't know. It's hard to predict in advance what will be. Okay, solutions, and we'll say loading solutions equals solutions. And if we're already loading solutions when we start, just friggin' throw an exception. Well, just log an error. Okay, so then Nah, no static. Let's not do static. Too many member variables to pass in. Okay, so let's see. If net data or request active, return false. No, return true. Still loading. Okay, otherwise, this polling is kind of janky, but yeah, let me set a callback on this. Yeah, I'll see if it's actually slow. If it's slow, I'll set a callback. This is just editor code. I have to keep reminding myself. Otherwise, we say replay queue. What's it? Add in queue. Is there one to just add everything? I might have to write my own iterator. All right, that's with the constructor. That's fine. Just manually. Okay, for each. Return false because we're done. Okay, another thing I want is for this to include a scene name. Okay, so I have to pass in I'll need a container object to pass in. Okay, class solutions request data. String scene name list. That probably will do it for that. Okay, so replay manager is going to have level solutions. Say there's got to be main object is going to be in charge of playing back the commands. When all the commands are gone for the current solution, then you go get another solution if there is one. I think there's 3 states here. There's loading solutions, loading scene, playing scene. I could have this guy here also manage returning the commands. Then that would give it knowledge of when main object has depleted all the commands in the current solution. if let's see. Okay, so then in replay manager, next command, let's see. Okay, replay manager after no. Okay, after loading solutions is done, and what's the thing that does the load scene? So if I'm in the editor, and it's playing, the game is playing, I go to the editor menu and I say test or replay all solutions for the current level. It'll enqueue all of them, then replay manager in the update loop. It should probably just reload the scene, but it would probably be better. It'd be safer to just reload the scene, but I actually have a flag that checks if there's any progress. So if there's no progress, I don't need to reload the scene. Okay. Let's encapsulate this call. Load for load new solution. Load scene for solution. Or next solution. Or start next solution. Okay. So that's going to pop solution from replay queue. If active scene is not same as solution scene, or some progress made in current level, load the scene. Okay. Okay. And otherwise, update should not do anything. It's only loading the solutions and managing the state there. So that's it for update. So after that, next command returns, or maybe I'll just do a car. Okay, I think I got it. I think this works. This is probably too much to do all in this session, but I think I'll do everything except the code that actually loads different scenes, and just make sure I can just play back the solution. Play back at least one solution. Okay. Keep it simple. Okay, then here I can do my call to start the next solution if there is one. If replay queue count greater than 0. Start next solution, and Okay. Don't need this. It's kind of duplicating things if I create another thing that returns one command at a time. I should probably reuse my existing command player class. Okay, yeah, so here's where I could pick it up. I could say another function like this, static command player load replay commands. That can call the replay manager. Let me see, do I've got something up above? And here I've got code that is going to set the update delegate. There'll just be another kind of branching logic here. Okay. So I don't want I don't want to return like something for each command though, do I? I guess there is a thing though that it's important to me when the main object asks for another command, because I'm going to use that to trigger loading the next solution in and playing that back. So let me see what's in command player. And if I feel like just encapsulating that inside of the current class, or if it's so simple that there's no point in encapsulating it. No, this is good. It's got some decoding stuff here. Yeah, I should reuse this. So I just put that inside of here of composition. Or even just solution player. Okay. So you start next solution, and then we say solution player equals new command player, passing in current solution commands. Okay. Let's invert that. That'll be easier. Okay, so let me say all right. So all that. Make a static version of this that I can call from the menu. Let's put it over in that other class. There we go. Okay. It's not compiling yet. All right, let's see. Can I compile it? Probably not. Okay. Okay, so this should just terminal. Because whatever is calling it is going to be gone pretty soon. The new scene will load here. Okay, so that should do that. Who's calling it? Okay, got it. No problem. No problem. No problem. We'll put you inside of start, I guess. Object stuff. It wouldn't be bad to just see what happens with this existing code instead of piling on more new code. This is quite a bit here. I made a lot of changes. I don't know why that's in white. Why would it be white? Not sure what that syntax highlighting means. Same for this. Maybe unused or something like that. I don't know. Solution player gets set, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's good for now. Let's just make sure that works. So to do that, I guess I could start out with this case, which is there's no solutions available for this, so I'll be able to test out on this particular level that a result that comes back with no solutions doesn't cause anything to fuck up. Then I can go to a level that's got solutions. Also, I should set my breakpoint here. Okay. Oh, it wouldn't come here because there aren't any. There's nothing in the queue. Okay, so let's set a breakpoint ahead of that. Hit play. There we go. So this is going to be empty, but the request came back. Will not start the next solution. Solution player will remain null, so has more is going to return nothing. Okay, cool. Then just bam. Okay, so now I'll go to another level that actually has something. I think I recorded a solution for this one, so let's just try that. Static reference. Okay, got it. I could make net data bootable. I could have net data reset. So let's see. I feel like it makes sense to make net data bootable because there might at some point be some transaction that starts when the scene unloads. But you know what, just for now, let's do this guy. I'll just set net data equals null. And then I'll just lazy load this. So if we need net data, where do we need it? Is it only here? That's fine. What was that one called? Okay, friendly corridor. Oh man, I thought I had it. Okay, there's nothing for that one. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and make one real quick, just to make sure. Okay. Let's make a solution real quick, which should so that should save it to the server. If I go back to that other level, then when I do that same command again, it should pull up a new solution that I just recorded. All right, please. Yes, thank you. Okay. This new code works good. Okay. Time to add the part where it actually tries out the solution. Okay. Okay. So then let's make this function. Get load update for restoring mid-level state. That's the one I want to pattern from. Update for replaying. Oh, yeah, okay. So you perform this, the meta effects comes back, and let's see, we say I'm thinking about this a little bit. Update for replaying, update for storing. I've got some command for processing the meta effects. If I don't process the meta effects, it will not load the next level. So this should be okay. It'll have an interesting thing of me being right on the exit at the end without actually leaving the level. Let's just say meta effects clear. I don't even have to do that. Okay, and at the end, we just set it back. Okay. Yeah, I might do it. That might be all I need. There's definitely some repeat code between the two of these, which seems to call out for refactoring. But before I mess with that, let's just make sure it's working. I'll put a little to do. Okay. Okay, so I start at the beginning of the level. Then we do replay, solutions for level. I probably have to restart the level to get it to actually kick in though. But this will load it up. Okay. Then I just have to come back to this level. Didn't work. So I would have thought that it would have more. Let me see. Yeah. Do I not have the debugger running? No, it's there. Okay. So it's probably doing this. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Let's start from here. Do I think it's null? No, I don't think it is. Okay, cool. Okay, so it made the call to get the level solutions. Is loading solutions would have been true? Maybe. No, execution came here, so that means it set these two. So the update down below should be calling update for that, okay? So let's try this again. That should be fine. All this should be fine, but I'll double check. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Play. There we go. Net data is not null. I think the requests are not active. And I think there should be at least one. There is. Okay, and the replay queue is empty now. So something's clearing that out. Probably this next call. Stop. Oh, wait. Wait, did you not append the solution? Wait a minute. What happened there? No, I'm quite curious. Okay, so what are you? 0? Even after I appended here? I think there must be something I don't understand about queues. Like maybe whatever the yellow squiggly is about. What are you introduced for? What are you talking about? Oh, it is take a look. Oh, I didn't know it was a pure method. C#. Okay, so I should be using NQ, and I got confused with this append thing. Although, I think that was the thing I wanted to do in the first place. I think append is, hold on. I think append could potentially put everything. No, I'm wrong. I don't even see it listed as something I should be able to call. All right, no problem. I'm just using the wrong method name. Wrong method. Okay. So exit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay. Then if I do a restore, I should be able to get it going. There we go. Okay, I think it'll work. Okay. It did. I just need to fade in. The reason I know it worked is because after it completed, I could hear it was right next to the level, and then I just stepped off and back on the level exit, and I just stepped off it and then back on it, and everything was working. Okay. Let me just try it one more time. This time with the fade in. I picked the wrong one. There we go. Put me to the end. Okay. For each. I gotta be a little bit careful with this because I realize that if I have next trigger the end of the solution, and I have some other code that does stuff down here, I'm not sure if I'll be able to, if I'll be in a good state down here. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, so if beta effect is exit, oh, what is it? Next level, load, next, yeah, that one. Okay, so if we get that, let's change this to a bool. Okay, so if there are no more commands, that's good. That means the test passed. But if we do have commands, then the test should fail. So we'll say replay manager, fail. Else, replay manager, pass. Yeah. So if we do that, then what does the bool mean? True to continue processing, false if not. So if that's going to happen, then I might as well say it down here. Return replay manager has more. Okay. Let's do this thing here too. Maybe just put this down here. Less redundant code. Okay, so then continue replay. Yeah, so that's not bad. Then let's go back and implement these two. No. Yeah, I don't need this to be here. I'll let pass or fail decide on that. But that also means I need to be able to fail if all the commands are executed without how does that work? Okay. Well, to start with, let's do this. Failed. Okay, so then back at main. I don't have enough information here. Let's say that true means true for finding exit level, finding level exit, for reaching level exit. Okay. Otherwise, let's just return false. Put this back out was. And I can move this logic underneath. So we'll say if I reach the level exit, if I reach the level exit. And not has more. Then that's a pass. Otherwise, it's a failure. Okay, so that's pretty good. It feels like I have almost all the pieces here. In fact, I might just do this other to-do part. Let me see. Okay, now that I've got that, I definitely have to make this editor-only code. But this is a good check to put in there. Okay, this other one. Yeah, right here. Oh, let's see. That's something else. OpenSync. Okay, so this is just a check to see if... Oh, I have to get the scene path. Okay. Yeah. This should probably be refactored. Do I have anything like that? Do I have a utility class for this scene loading stuff? Got scene path util. Alright, but just for the moment, let's just be a brute and just copy it over. Okay. No, Link, you need to die. See if this shit works. Oh. Stupid. Okay. Yeah, I got a load scene, huh? That makes sense. That actually does make sense. Don't know if this has too much baggage in it. Like it might have a lot of code in it that assumes that we're going to reload the level for regular gameplay. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So it worked. It showed passed on the bottom. Let's try it again. Very nice. Okay. And let's see, did it actually restart me? It did. Very nice. Okay, so I will send another solution to the server, but this one should fail. So the first one I think should pass, and the second one should fail because there'll be a level exit event before the end of the script. Let's see if I'm right. I think I only played one of them. All right, let me... There's one. Okay, you only got one. All right. So not sure if the second solution got uploaded or not. I'd have to go and here, I'll just put it on my big stupid head view for a moment while I go and check. Let's go check the server. And we say all right. Going through a bunch of login screens I don't want to show. Server access stuff I don't want to show. Going to database administration. Mateo! You're here, man. I am not showing my work screen for a brief moment because I want to check out some database changes I just initiated. I don't want to reveal anything on the stream about that. Okay, it looks like I've got should be like 3 different solutions coming back on this level, so I don't know why they aren't being returned. Okay, at least I know that they're there. It's going pretty good though. Alright, let me switch back to work view. Question is why am I not getting all 3 of these responses or solutions back from the server? So like I'm right in the middle of making this feature where you replay level solutions that were uploaded to a server. So let me see if I can get the server's response. How are things going with you? Alright, text. So it only returned 1. Let's see. I knew that's what you meant. I knew that's what you meant. Okay, view. Oh, it's only returned 1. Okay. Maybe it's a caching thing. Oh. Wait, are you in, is it Sao Paulo? No, that's right. Okay, Argentina. Buenos Aires. The God of Mate. That's right. That's right. I asked. I'm trying to remember. So first I thought Brazil. I got mixed up with somebody else. But you're in Argentina, and was it Buenos Aires or okay? Yeah. So maybe with lockdown there, it's harder in a large city. I don't know. Oh, hey, it's Carnival right now for you. Did you do anything for Carnival? Eh, I don't care. I have no expectations for people to come on the stream. I'll see you when I see you. But all the people I work with in Argentina, they took yesterday and today off for Carnival. Feriado. Feriado. Let's see what it is. Feriado. Okay. So you have to have Carnival at home. You put on your costume, dance around in your living room, get drunk. It's too bright, too bright, too bright. There we go. That's better. Alright, so for whatever reason, it's not returning all the solutions back. I might have to do something like when I put the request in, send a header that says just don't cache it. Alright, so this code's working correctly. It's just... okay. So, alright. So I'll go to a different level. So one that's kind of easy. Let's see, this is a good one. I mean, I'm doing some coding work. There's actually a fair amount of coding left to do. A lot of polishing stuff I have left. You know, it's like a lot of tasks that are just doing things that aren't as cool. You know, they're just, I need them to make the release though. Okay, so then I can go back to here. Okay, so I got this server set up, and then if I solve a level, it puts the solution there. And then if later on I want to see if I broke something, if I introduced a bug, then I say replay solutions for level. And it's there. And then it just played all the commands back that I originally did to solve the level. And the playtesters, when they solve levels, their solutions go into the database too. So I have this test suite to use to check that I haven't broken anything as I make changes to the code. That's probably a pretty good stopping point for my stream. Yeah, I like to end right when I finish something. Otherwise, later on, when I go to bed, I'll have a hard time sleeping. So if I start a new thing now, and it doesn't immediately work, and then I have to quit, it'll bother me. But anyways, Matteo, I'm going to go off the stream now. Happy Carnival, even though it's feriado. I hope you still enjoy it a little bit. Yeah, maybe next year you'll get a better Carnival. With parades and music and beautiful women, lots of dancing. We'll get there. I'll see you later. Cool, I should be on. All right, sir. Garamate. Buena noche.